things people talk about necessarily success, all of the elements. Hey everybody, Dr. Rick Wallace here dropping in. I was preparing to do my morning motivation and inspirational video this morning, which I will follow this with, but I was just sitting up and I was thinking, and I decided to take this time to really say thank you to my wife, Marion. And I know a lot of you are out there going like, why do you constantly, incessantly, and so intensively spend time in thanking and celebrating your wife? And for me, it's real simple. It's simple because I understand the magnitude of what I have. She's the foundation and source of my gratitude. It doesn't mean that she's the only thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be a father to 13 beautiful children. I'm grateful for having opportunities in business that allow me to serve and impact the lives of people in using my gifts and my talents. I'm grateful for the life that I've had to the opportunity to live to this point, both the good and the bad, the awesome challenges overcome, and the poor decision making, poor choices, and all of the ramifications of it all. I'm grateful for it all, but it all begins with loving this beautiful woman, and it has nothing to do with me being perfect, our marriage being perfect, or her being perfect. It has everything to do with having something that settles you, something that centers you, something that brings you to a place of purpose and intensity. I often share this with my clients. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. I often share this with my clients. You probably heard me say this on videos. I start my day with a heart and a mindset of gratitude. It's about being thankful first. It's about opening the gates of prosperity and possibility through gratitude. It's virtually impossible to receive anything of any true value when you are in a mindset of complaining, blaming, and all that. It takes gratitude to open the gates. And I start my day with gratitude, and I share this all the time. When I awake in the morning, I turn on my back and I look to my left because that's where she lays. And I watch her, and I watch for her to take her first breath or to hear her first breath. And when I hear it, I say, thank you. Then I get up and I start my day. And as I move through the house, I see the kids' rooms and I say, thank you. And then I get down to my office and I see all of this stuff that I use and I move and my goals and the promises that I've made to myself and my family. And I say, thank you. But it starts with looking over at her. And the truth is, I know life isn't promised. I know that tomorrow I may not be there. I know that there are a lot of things out there, but at the beginning of the day, what I see first is her. When I have a good moment in my day, the first person I think about is her. And this isn't about the romanticizing of this relationship. It's about it all. Because what I see more than anything in this relationship that I have with my wife is, yes, we have some beautiful moments. We have fun. We laugh and play with each other each and every day. Our challenges as far as how we get along are few. And we've narrowed those down and we've become better because we're committed to it. And we're going to get even better as things progress. We know what our challenges are and we are working towards them. So that's no big deal. But it's not about just the romanticizing about it. It's about the responsibility. I look forward to being a better person for my wife. I love the challenge that I have placed on myself to meet a certain standard for my wife as a provider, as a protector, as a covering, as a father for our children, and so much more. what I'm trying to get across, and again, this is more to her than us. You know, I post pictures of her all the time, and I talk about the awesome impact she's had on my life, and I will continue to do so. I don't need a special occasion to celebrate something so great, so awesome. And it's not about, again, the romanticizing. See, the thing is, one of the biggest mistakes I think people make when it comes to relationships is they romanticize marriage to the point of it being all about uh, being romantic and having dates and all of that, and you forget the responsibilities associated with it. You forget the challenges of trying to keep two individual entities on one page. You forget the challenges of being two different people who have, in some ways, some distinct interests, and how serving those interests can create conflict when you don't know how to respect each other's spaces. And so it's a growth process. One of the things she challenges me to do more than anything else is grow. And because of it, I wake up every day looking to grow. I want to be the best person I can be. And see, that's a beautiful place to be, because I already have enough love for myself to want to be great. But when you look over and you see someone that has entrusted their heart to you, it's a validation of what's expected of you. It's a speaking of what is expected. See, we romanticize it. Oh, it's going to be great. She's, you know, I love being around her. The, you know, the sex is good. She can cook, or he can do that. He's a great, but what's deeper than that? What's deeper than the tangibles that are on the table? What you know, we use that term soulmate so loosely that it's lost uh, any true gravity when you use it, because everybody's talking about, see, when I talk about soulmate, I'm talking about something so deep that sometimes you're trying to understand it. You're trying to look there and go, okay, this isn't because she's attractive. She's gorgeous, but it isn't because she's attractive physically. It isn't because she has this unbelievably sweet heart. It isn't because she's extremely loyal. It isn't because she's so loving towards our children. It's all of those things, but it's something more. There's an energy drawing us and propelling us. It's drawing us together and it's propelling us forward. It's what I call synergy of the soul. And that's what I love celebrating. It's the synergy of the soul. What is synergy? Synergy is the merging of energy. See, she has a unique feminine energy that merges exceptionally well with my masculine energy. And when you merge energies, they sync. And when you merge energies and they sync, you create synergy. And real simply put, synergy is this thing you accomplish where you create a force more powerful than you can create on your own. See, on her own, she's exceptional. On her own, she can do some great things. On my own, I've done some great things and I've accomplished some things. But when we look at the synergy we're creating, we created a massive capacity to make a difference in the world. And see, that's what it's about. If you're not trying to make a difference, if it's all about you've lost the game already. And that's something else she does. She reminds me that there's a world out there and that my purpose is bigger than me. She reminds me that there's something greater than what I'm looking at directly in front of me. She reminds me of my purpose, of my mission, of my job, and what's in front of me. And so I just want to take the time to celebrate a woman who's loving, a woman who's committed, a woman who's brilliant, a woman who's loyal, a woman who is always reaching out to help and to touch the lives of other people. And I want to say thank you for being the crowning moment of my life. I love you. I'm looking forward to the things that we're going to do in the future. There's so much more to be done. And I just wanted to take this brief period in the day with so much going on to tell you that you are loved, you are appreciated beyond measure. I know you think I'm a little overprotective, but that's my job. My job is to make sure you're safe as much as I possibly can. I know you're a big girl. I know you've done it, but see, that's just it. The reason I'm here now is that you don't have to carry that load alone. So again, I love you and I thank you. I'm gonna get off here because there's a lot to be done. And I thought this would be easier than trying to type it all. So have a great day, everybody. Once again, thanks, Marion. You guys, like I always say, live your life on full. I mean, don't take any part of your day for granted. Live your life on full so that when you leave this place, you don't eat. With that being said, I'm out of here. You guys have an unbelievable day.
Hello, everybody. Dr. Rick Wallace here, dropping in with a little special announcement. For those who have followed me for any stretch of time, you know, outside of the businesses that I run, like Myriad Business Solutions, the Visionetics Institute, Odyssey Media Group, I also do a great deal of work inside of the inner city communities in Houston, Dallas, and other areas. I'm asking now, as we push a fundraiser, that you support what the Odyssey Project is doing in the inner cities, especially with programs like Black Men Lead, which is a rite of passage initiative, and Restoring Ghettos Forgotten Daughters, which is a program focused on helping young girls, but boys as well, suffering from childhood sexual abuse, rape, molestation, domestic abuse, absentee fatherhood, and so many other things. The information will be in the box. Thank you. From a conceptual perspective, people talk about a desire to be successful. All of the elements